Being at the right place at the right time. One comes across this sentence many a times in a lifetime. So have I. But it is only recently that I realized that this has a lot of significance in music too. This is deeper than we think it is. We all have our own rhythm, which we are habituated with. The way we walk has a rhythm. The cycle of day and night has a rhythm. For example, I'll feel really bored if I was to stay somewhere. There is day for 6 months in a year and night for another 6 months. It might be less strange for the ones who have lived through this for years. Rhythm, apparently, for many, exists in dance and music, as it actually shows itself explicitly in these forms. But it is something innate. Only if we pay attention to it, we'll know. How long ago had you felt your heart beat and checked your pulse rate? You may do it now to see that the gap between every beat is the same, unless there's a change in speed. If we tap and record this in a metronome application, we'll know. I spoke about change in speed because it comes with change in situations that we experience and face in our lives. After a round of an evening jog or an intense workout routine, our heart beats faster. Only the speed changes and not the amount of interval or the gap between the beats. Some physiological condition might lead to erratic heartbeats. That is very much possible, as these are health hazards which one may go through in a lifetime. Our bodies are complex machineries after all. Our breaths also have a rhythm. In moments of fear, anxiety, anger, etc., we tend to have unequal inhales and exhales. Only when something is wrong with the mind or the body, it reflects in the uneven breathing cycles. But normally, we all have longer, deeper, and equal, most importantly, equal inhales and exhales. From these simple occurrences, we can make out that loss of rhythm signifies loss of health, and rhythm gives anything stability and balance. Let's come to rhythm cycles. What are rhythm cycles? Let me help you understand this concept with the help of a circle. You must be thinking, why a circle? We can take a straight line also. But in case of a straight line, just imagine a straight line first. You'll understand that the starting point and the ending point are joined by a straight line, but these points are located far away from each other. If not far away, they are not the same point. In case of a circle, the starting point and the end point can be the same. They must not be located in different locations. And that completes one circle. Then another cycle starts. Birth, life, whatever happens in between. And finally, death completes our circle of life. If we go by the Bhagavad Gita, which talks about the journey of a soul through various lifetimes, then this cycle has to repeat itself. After completion of one lifetime, another lifetime starts. The cycle continues till there is no more reason left for that soul to be reborn again. So, in case of rhythm cycle, interestingly, the same concept mirrors itself. And how? We'll proceed to that slowly. One cycle is called one avartan. In our tradition, we use this terminology. I'll give you an example of shorter cycles and then move to a little longer cycles. For example, a 2-beat cycle by keeping the metronome same 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. A 3-beat cycle 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4-beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5-beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 6-beat cycle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 7-beat cycle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after 7, again 1 comes, which is the first matra or the sum. So I started off with shorter and then moved to longer cycles, as I mentioned in the beginning. In case of longer cycles, we can have a few emphasis points to achieve a groove pattern. This is how vibhag or a division can be created in a cycle or avartan. For example, a 6-beat cycle can be divided into 2 vibhags. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Some established taals have vibhags created in Indian classical music. For example, teen taal is a 16-beat taal having 4 vibhags, 4, 4, 4, 4. Jhap taal, which is a 10-beat taal, has 4 vibhags, 2, 3, 2, 3. While a 7-beat taal, Rupak, has 3 vibhags, 3, 2, 2. The numbers are the number of matras in each vibhag. The beats are matras, and the first beat in any taal is the sum. A cycle is also referred to as a bar in Western music culture. But the idea of having divisions within a cycle or a bar is fascinating and gives us varied options, multiple options actually. If we change the number of matras in each vibhag by not following the established vibhags, then we can explore all the possibilities of a cycle. For example, a 6-beat cycle can be divided into 4-2 vibhag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. A 7-beat can be divided into 3, 2, 2, which is Rupak, but it can be changed as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. By changing the emphasis points, we can get multiple options, and these can give us different groove patterns. just like any audio and visual has a resolution, rhythm can be stretched too. It does have a resolution too. At least I looked at it in this way. When a picture is zoomed in, or when we zoom in for a picture, then we get to see the small little details in it. A low resolution picture, when accessed on a mobile phone, it might seem fine, but it will definitely lose its clarity, sharpness, and even a bit of its luster when projected on a big screen. Similarly, a high resolution audio file will have high definition or HD sound in a small device as well as a large speaker. So, by stretching something, we get to see the details, the intricate little details which were hidden till now, and we didn't pay attention to till now. When we stretch a rhythm cycle, we get to see the matras which were in between the main matras, the hidden matras. Because the cycle comes to its Vilamvit form or stretched form. The idea is to be so one with the cycle that it won't leave us even after our physical riyaz is done. Once we befriend the long or stretched version of a tal, we not just know it closely, but will be at ease with the same tal when it's played in madhyalay, medium speed, and in a drutlay, which is faster, at a fast speed. So, I eventually come back to the theory of learning to walk first before we run and its benefits. One who walks will also run someday, whereas one who only ran since the very first day would not know what it is like to just walk. In a long drive, when we go slow, we are able to immerse ourselves in the environment, in our surroundings, and the moving visuals. But if we are in a hurry all the time, in that case, we don't get that opportunity. So, the latter is more likely to fall and run out of fuel earlier than the former. Which one do you want to become? The choice is yours. We are already aware what paltas are, as I had discussed paltas and this concept of the combination of notes and making customized combination of notes as per our own needs and the needs of the practitioner, basically. So paltas can be practiced with these rhythm cycles. The paltas that fit in a certain rhythm cycle, we can choose a palta according to a rhythm cycle, or we can make the rhythm cycle fit into a certain palta or a combination of notes. For example, for a teen tal, we want to practice a palta. In that case, we can practice something like this. Sa re ga ma re ga ma ga ma re ga ma sa re ga ma re sa ga sa ma ga ma re ma sa re ga ma re ga ma pa re ga ma pa ga re ma pa ga pa re ga ma pa da ma pa da ga ma pa da, and so on. So this was a long one. It is possible to have any palta that fits into the cycle, depending on the rhythm cycle and the vibhags. For Rupak, that's a 7-beat tal. Saga pa ma re ni re saga re ma ga pa re ma da pa ga saga re ma ga pa ma da ni da ma re ma ga pa ma ni ma da sa ni pa ga pa ma da pa ni da sa. So we can practice paltas like this in 7-beat tal. For a 6-beat tal, supposedly Dadra. Sa ga pa ma re ni re ma da pa ga sa. Or maybe faster version of this. Sa ga pa ma re ni re ma da pa ga sa ga pa ni da ma re ma da sa ni pa ga, and so on. So these were only a few examples. You can alter it according to your own needs and liking, of course. At the end of the day, it is very important to enjoy what we practice. Otherwise, we'll run out of interest. Having a firm grip on sur, swar, taal, lay, chand is a basic need, I feel, to become a good musician. To master a language, one has to first learn the grammar. The knowledge of grammar can take us towards the understanding of literature.